One of the most significant factors that influence an individual's quality of life is freedom, which is considered to be an inherent right for each individual. This freedom consists of personal freedom as well as economic freedom, as individuals need the liberty to make choices along with the means to make choices. These choices will include freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and many more. Every year, the Human Freedom Index offers some valuable insights towards ranking the freedom of countries across the globe. And in this video, we shall be using this index to deduce the top 10 freest countries in the world 2023. 10. Luxembourg. Luxembourg, the tiny powerhouse of Europe, has a big commitment to freedom. Its political landscape is firmly based on democratic values and principles. There's a stable parliamentary system where the rule of law is paramount, and individual liberties are cherished. Luxembourg's constitution ensures freedom of expression, assembly, and association. There is high levels of governmental transparency, and citizens enjoy an excellent level of political participation. The country frequently ranks highly on indices of political freedom, illustrating the robustness of its democratic institutions. Luxembourg is also a multicultural melting pot, with nearly half of its population made up of immigrants. This multiculturalism has shaped a society that is open-minded, tolerant, and welcoming. Laws protect individuals from discrimination based on nationality, race, or religion. Luxembourg is also the first country in the world to make all public transportation free. Buses, trains, and trams are free for everyone. This unusual policy underscores the country's commitment to sustainability, social equity, and the freedom of movement. 9. The Netherlands. The Netherlands is famous for its approach to freedom, making it the 9th freest country in the world. Dutch political freedom is anchored in a democratic constitution that protects human rights and upholds the rule of law. There is also a high level of political pluralism in the Dutch political system, making sure diverse voices are heard. Dutch citizens can directly influence policy through advisory referendums, demonstrating a unique blend of representative and direct democracy. Add in the country's commitment to transparency and its low level of corruption, and you've got a political landscape where freedom thrives. Dutch freedom is more than just political liberties. It's also about creating a society where everyone feels valued, respected, and free to be themselves. In fact, the Dutch have comprehensive laws protecting against discrimination based on race, gender, or religion. 8. Finland. Imagine a country where each citizen's right to education, healthcare, and even happiness is not only recognized but also vigorously pursued. That's Finland for you. At present, the country ranks number 8 among the top 10 freest countries in the world. The Finns take the concept of power to the people very seriously. Citizens enjoy high political engagement, with the freedom to directly propose legislation. Finland's political system sets a high bar for political freedom with its highly transparent government. It also has one of the lowest corruption rates globally. What's more, the Finnish education system is considered one of the best in the world. It is built on the principle of equal opportunity for all, regardless of socio-economic background. Finnish schools offer free meals and educational materials. There's even free transport available for students who live far from schools. Finland's societal commitment to freedom also shines through its innovative social policies. 7. Iceland. Icelandic society stands out for its dedication to equality and welfare. A strong social security system, universally accessible healthcare, and excellent education make freedom tangible in Iceland. The country also holds the world record for gender equality. In fact, it ranked first in the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Index for several years in a row. The county's political framework is based around a democratic constitution that guarantees civil liberties and a comprehensive human rights framework. The government functions with high levels of transparency and accountability, significantly enhancing public trust. Surprisingly, Iceland has no army. The country maintains its peacefulness through diplomacy and international law, not military force. 6. Sweden. Sweden's version of freedom is a pretty holistic one, interweaving political rights with social welfare, gender equality with family support, and individual freedom with communal harmony. The political freedom in Sweden stems from its democratic constitution, guaranteeing civil liberties with a strong adherence to the rule of the law. But the true essence of Swedish politics lies in its profound commitment to equal opportunities and transparency. This is evident in the country's top-notch rankings in corruption perceptions indexes, plus its reputation for efficient and open governance. In Swedish society, freedom translates to high living standards, comprehensive social security, and universally accessible public services. Sweden's social welfare model is designed to ensure that all citizens, regardless of their socio-economic background, can enjoy a high quality of life. 5. Ireland. In Ireland, the locals will tell you that freedom is as Irish as a pint of Guinness. Ireland's political system combines parliamentary democracy with a written constitution, providing robust protection for human rights. But the spirit of Irish politics extends beyond the dry letter of law. It's the vigor with which the Irish engage in political discussions, whether in the lower house of the Irish Parliament, or at a local pub over a Guinness. Ireland is also one of the few countries globally that has enshrined the right to housing in its constitution. This commitment is a telling example of the Irish belief that freedom isn't just about lofty political ideals but also about basic human needs and dignity. It underlines Ireland's dedication to ensuring that all its citizens can lead fulfilling, secure lives. On the cultural front, Ireland's relationship with freedom is both heartfelt and historic. The Irish have a long tradition of storytelling, music, and art. Forms of cultural expression that have often been mediums of freedom, resistance, and identity, especially during times of foreign rule. 4. Denmark. Danish freedom is much more than the liberty of biking around in Copenhagen, or the joy of spending a cozy afternoon in a local café. Freedom in Denmark is part of the political structure, cultural norms, and societal values that echo the Danish commitment to liberty and equality. That gives Denmark its prime position at number 4 among the freest countries in the world. Denmark has a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system, a setup that inherently upholds democratic values. But Danish political freedom isn't merely about systems and structures. It's also about engagement and transparency. In Denmark, all citizens are active participants in the country's democratic processes. Danish politicians are known for their accessibility, often seen cycling to work or shopping in local markets, making the political system feel less remote and more relatable. What's more, Denmark has earned its reputation for being one of the least corrupt countries in the world. This transparency in the political system goes hand in hand with a strong rule of law and respect for individual rights, laying a solid foundation for political freedom. Danes also enjoy freedom of expression and freedom of speech. 3. Estonia. Estonia, a digital paradise in Europe, is the third freest country in the world. With the concept of e-governance at the heart of its administration, Estonia has revolutionized public services and citizen participation. This includes the nation's groundbreaking e-residency program, which allows global citizens to start and manage businesses in Estonia, irrespective of their geographical location. In Estonia, residents can vote, access public services, and sign legally binding documents online. All protected by a highly secure digital identity. This setup has streamlined the government procedures and democratized access to services, solidifying Estonia's commitment to political freedom in the digital age. In many ways, Estonian society reflects its political commitment to freedom. The government upholds the principles of equality, ensuring high living standards, access to quality education, and healthcare for all citizens. Estonians value their personal freedoms, particularly their freedom of speech. This freedom also funnels through into the nation's education system, which focuses on encouraging independent thought and critical reasoning in students. 2. New Zealand. New Zealand ranks in second place on the Human Freedom Index. This high ranking is a direct result of the country's deeply embedded political ethos, societal practices, and cultural norms. New Zealand functions under a mixed-member proportional representation system, which ensures a fair representation of various political parties in parliament, making it one of the most proportionally representative democracies in the world. Transparency in governance isn't just a catchphrase in New Zealand. The fact that high-ranking public officials, including the Prime Minister, regularly publish their expenses is a testament to this commitment. This level of transparency fosters a culture of trust between the government and the people, strengthening the country's democratic foundations. Freedom is also evident in New Zealand's society and culture. One of the first countries to give women the right to vote, New Zealand continues to champion gender equality, further cementing its commitment to personal freedoms. Switzerland. Switzerland is the freest country in the world. With its majestic Alps and serene lakes, this small European country is a haven of freedom. Switzerland's political structure is a marvel in itself, rooted in a system of direct democracy and federalism. This model grants extensive power to Swiss cantons or states, allowing local government bodies to handle matters closer to citizens' everyday lives. Direct democracy, another cornerstone of Swiss politics, empowers citizens like nowhere else. It isn't merely a periodic privilege exercised every 4 or 5 years. It's a regular part of Swiss life. Several times each year, the Swiss people vote on a variety of issues, from infrastructure projects to environmental policies, making the people direct contributors to governance. This consistent political participation lends Swiss citizens a feeling of engagement and ownership over their country's direction. Freedom in Switzerland extends beyond politics to permeate Swiss culture and societal norms. Swiss society is characterized by a high-level social trust, security, and respect for individual autonomy. Switzerland also has one of the highest standards of living in the world. The Swiss dedication to quality of life is evident in everything from exceptional education and healthcare systems to meticulous urban planning. So, there you have it, viewers. The top 10 freest countries in the world 2023. Make sure to give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Thanks for watching this one, catch you all in the next.